Hey guys, it's Jen over at worldofjencraft.com, and I have another card for you. I swear I feel like that's all I do. So I have some 3D items in the works, I promise. But this time I thought, coming off of our little mittens cards, which were so stinking adorable, I thought I would do a little mini series on the Quirky Critters stamp set and using our Stampin Blends alcohol markers. So this was the first card of them. And this one I kept fairly simple, which is why I decided to go number 1 with it. And then these will be our other 2 cards that we will be creating with this. And I thought I would call this my little mini series. So I did have a 4th card, but that is going in my newsletter for an exclusive project. So if you would like to see my 4th card, sign up for my newsletter and I'll be sending that out in the next probably couple weeks. So, oop, there goes my cord on my video thing. Okay, anyways, little distraction. Squirrel. Okay, so let's get started on the supplies, and I will show you very quickly actually how this card was put together. So I used the 1/8 of an inch sheer ribbon. Love this stuff. In fact, this is my second spool of it. I had to go get another one. Well, order it from my computer. And then this is the Quirky Critters stamp set, which I have had my eye on ever since the annual catalog came out in the summer, in June. I really love this. I'm a whimsical kind of girl, so as soon as I saw this, I bought it. But then I kind of struggled with how am I going to color it in. I'm not super wonderful with the watercolor pencils, so even though I do play with them, I'm not that great at them. And so when we got the Stampin Blends, I pulled this stamp set out because I knew this is what I wanted to play with once we got them. So the layering ovals framelits and the stitched shapes framelits were also used in this. And then Memento ink, the black, is what I used to stamp my image in. And then I only used for this project 2 of the Stampin Blends. So I used the light crumb cake and the light pink pirouette. And even though we are working with powder pink, I think this still went well with the cards. So that is it. And then of course I added a little bit of Wink of Stella. Okay, so for supplies used, if you are interested, I will have one of these little packets of, I forgot to put the ribbon in here, but I'll add it. I do have one if you want to leave a comment on my blog post. I'll send one of these out to you if you're interested. So this basic supplies for this really, we are talking a 5.5 by 8.5 whisper white, and then a 2.25 by 3.25 approximately stitched oval. And then for the powder pink cardstock, it's 2.5 by 3.5 scalloped oval and a 1 by 5.5. And then the whole Lot of Lovely DSP is a 2.25 by 5.5. So let's get started with just stamping out our image. So I'll grab out my ink, and hopefully I'll be able to stamp within the oval. I can't remember if this was a while ago since I've done these cards, so I can't remember if I stamped after I cut the oval or before, but we're going to give this a shot here. So this is just going to go in here. That works. And I also stamped it out on a scrap piece of paper. So let me grab that, which was not in my supplies. And you don't have to do this step if you don't want to, but I kind of liked cutting out the little snail. It was really super simple and fast to cut out. So I did go ahead and stamp him out and cut him out on a scrap. So I'm going to set that aside just for a second to dry, and then let's go ahead and assemble our card. So you are just going, I just love this piece of paper too on the background. This is just going to go at the top of our card. And then, let's see. And then this is going to go on top of our oval. Make sure I'm still in the screen here. So that's just gonna go like that-ish. And then for this one, I'm gonna put some adhesive on both ends, and I'm gonna wrap my ribbon around it. And then we're gonna tie a quick bow. So sometimes I like these cards where they're just a little simple. Not every card has to be a work of art, huh? So cut that down a little bit, put this on here. And that's just going to go over the top of the bottom portion of here. Like that. And then we're going to give this guy some Stampin' Dimensionals. And that's just going to go kind of centered over this. And I kept this monochromatic. I liked the way it turned out with just using the pink and the white all together. So I'm going to tie my bow. Let's do that quick. And that's just going to get stuck on the top with a glue dot. See if I can tie a bow and talk at the same time. I don't know. It's kind of like chewing gum and walking at the same time, or I don't know. I can do that pretty good. So there's that. Not too bad, not too hard. I think I probably left a little bit more on that end than I should have, but all right, and that's just going to go on a glue dot. I've got my dog here underneath of me. There he goes. He's scratching away. But at least he's being quiet. That's, for now, nothing to bark at, really. So, all right, there's that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put one more glue dot just underneath of that to have it stick down. And then let's get on to the coloring of the snail. And like I said, I kept this one really simple. I did not do much shading on it, and as far as I can remember, I think all I did was use the just the one. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I used the darker too. So I'm going to go ahead and just color this in with the lighter version. And then I guess I'm going to go over it with the darker one. So I did bring that one in because that's looking a little light. So I'm going to just, yep. I'm not that great at shading and coloring, so forgive me on this one. I'm just going to kind of come along here. And then I think I'm just going to go back over this again with the lighter one, if I can get the right end, and just kind of maybe blend that all together. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So we have a little bit of shading in there. And the light crumb cake is what I used to color him in here. Maybe a little bit darker down here at the bottom. So I'll kind of go over that a little bit more. And then I'm just going to color in these little dots here. And I might have gone over that one with the darker crumb cake as well. So I'm going to grab that out quick. And I'm just going to color in. Yeah, I kind of like the darker. Again, nothing fancy. So I think that looks about right. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut him out. Not too difficult to cut out, so I'm going to pop him up as well. And I'll bring my other card back here. And he's just going to get put over the top of this one, so then his little dealy boppers are still on there. And then I went and I colored over the entire top with my Stella. So that's it. Our card is completed. What do you think? Isn't that cute? I just love the shimmer on him. And it's pretty simple, pretty basic, but I like it. And that's all that matters, right? So, okie dokie. Website, worldofgencraft.com if you would like printable dimensions and a supply sheet. And I will catch you on my next video. So I think in my little mini series, this one's going to be number 3, and then I'll show you how I colored in this. Well, I guess there's only 2 of these. So number 2 and number 3. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And I will check you later on my next video. Hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's getting closer and closer as you guys all prep for it. So thanks again. Talk to you later. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.